Hey first graders, it's Mrs. Fondre. Today we're going to do snowmen in a totally different way than even last time. If you remember, we were drawing snowmen from above, like we were staring down at them with a big circle, a medium circle, and a small circle right on top of each other. So we were looking at a snowman that way. And this week in class we are making puddles of snowmen. In school we're doing a clay version of this. So if you would like to, you can make that air dry clay dough recipe that I have on this YouTube channel if you want to check that out. Otherwise, I'm going to show you how to draw a puddle snowman. All right, so you can tell it's kind of just a big blobby shape with some things floating inside of it. So let's talk about those pieces. What you're going to need is a piece of paper, a pencil, and maybe something to color with. Okay, so let me switch my cameras here. And I have a piece of paper right here, and I'm going to always start with a pencil because that's great way to go if you make a mistake, right? You have an eraser. So for our snowman, whatever big or small your paper is, we want to do a big blobby snowman. So I'm going to make kind of a ooey gooey wavy circle. Okay. It doesn't have to be perfect because like I said, this is a melting snowman. This is a big puddle of snow that's melting away. All right. And we're going to draw a three-dimensional looking hat. So it looks a little bit more realistic than just a rectangle with a rectangle. So what we're going to do, I'm going to draw two parallel lines. They are lines that never hit each other somewhere in my puddle. Not the whole puddle, just a little bit. We'll go line and line. That's where my hat's going to go. But instead of just doing a flat top and a flat bottom, we're going to add some curving lines. So at the very top of our hat, we're making a stretched out, skinny little oval. So right here, I'm going to go down, make kind of a stretched out letter U, and then I'm going to do the top of my oval like this. So it looks like the top of your hat. All right. And at the bottom, we're going to just do one little curving line, kind of like we did at the top here. So I'm going to just go down and up. All right, looks a little bit more three-dimensional that way. All right, but we need to add the brim of our hat because right now it just looks like you have a tube on your head, and that's kind of goofy. So we're going to do another oval shape that starts, it's almost going to look like behind. So I'm going to go a little bit up from the bottom, not the very bottom, a little bit up here, and I'm going to go out and underneath that brim of our hat, right? And when I curve back up, I go back behind the hat. Right, it looks a little bit more three-dimensional that way. So that's kind of the most iconic or memorable part of the snowman is that big. From here, I'd like to add the parts of our snowman that might be floating around. And it's okay if they kind of float all over the place because he's melting away. So, my camera a little bit. There we go. So, I'm going to draw, maybe I'm going to have like an eye floating over here. I just draw kind of a circle, and then this one's over here. Usually a carrot nose is somewhere in between there, so I'm going to draw a long, skinny triangle. We can even make that kind of curve at the end like our hat, because a carrot's not a perfect triangle. We can even add some stripes on there, too, to make it look more like a carrot. All right? And maybe, because he's a melting snowman, maybe his buttons are melting into a sad, kind of frowning shape. So I'm going to really lightly put in sad face. You can't even hardly see it here. It looks sad. And I'm going to draw my lumpy, sad face around that curving line I did. Maybe that one was way over here. All right. And maybe you want to have a mitten. Maybe his mitten fell off here. I can do a curved line and where the thumb goes. You can put a little cuff at the end. Maybe off to the side you want to put one of his sticks, so I can draw a long line here with some little branches sticking off because his arms are falling away now on our sad little snowman. So we're doing a snowman in a totally different way this week. All right. From here, you're welcome to color this in with whatever colors you want. Your top hat could be pink, and you could be all sorts of crazy colors if you want to, but probably white snow for our melting sad snowman. All right, so I hope you have fun with this one. It's kind of a goofy way to do a snowman. Again, we're doing goofy snowman at first. So if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, please put these into the Seesaw app so I can take a peek at them. All right, happy drawing.